Are you quick though? Like you
I'm
was.
quick, fam.
Are you quick like you was, Daps? Daps, you.
I can't-
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
can't-
You was
I
kind of
can't-
off.
I can't be quick when I was like. 20,
No, obviously not like
23,
like
24.
21.
But I'm
and that.
still
Good
no,
speed.
no
No
one
strikers
burning
gonna tap
me
it
out.
past you.
No, never.
You sure?
Never. The only one that's done that in recent years. Are we in?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The only one that's done that in recent years is this player. Do you know Ryan Gondo?
Name rings a bell. Who for?
Colchester. He plays Sunday League as well, but he's at Colchester.
He plays Sunday League as well. But
Yeah.
He plays a coach.
No, he plays for Bank sometimes, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
But he's actually a Colchester player.
Yeah. Decent.
Yeah, Ryan Gondo. We were at Carl Shorten, innit?
Yeah.
And then this is when I first come back from my injury.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know no one is beating me for pace. But this is when I first come back.
Yeah.
So my muscles weren't quite there.
The react of the firing,
Bro.
wasn't quite firing.
Was in a training match.
Yeah.
Training match now. I got all this.
You're saying just tapped it past you and just breeze out.
Bro, no, in it, and it's 1-on-1. And I'm a guy that, listen, if you're a good defender, 1-on-1, you shouldn't be scared.
Oh, 100%.
Get me? You should never be scared of 1-on-1. And I had him. I was like, what? I kick it around me if you're bad. Bruh. He
Tapped
tapped it around me and he was gone. And I was clutching.
Oh, still one of them.
Bruh. I was. And it's funny because we come across each other on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
Or a couple of weeks back. And then I was like, you remember that training session? He was like, yeah, I remember. But that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
And I'm
That's what it's about.
not one of those that's like, if someone gets the better of me, you get the better of me, innit?
Yeah.
But
100%.
it's not happening like often. It's not happening often. And I won't be asking him to kick the ball around me. And that was a very good Carl Shorten team, you know.
No, you lot was good.
Bro. And when I look at the players that have kicked on from there, man.
Yeah.
Like, Mikel Miller's gone, Ricky Corboa.
Yeah, Ricky's gone.
He's at Northampton.
Northampton.
Yeah. Mikel went Scotland, Prem. Then he came and went to Rotherham in Championship.
Oh,
Now-
he's at Rotherham, eh?
No, he went to Rotherham, but now he's at Northampton with
Oh, he's at Northampton now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rotherham's a bit.
with Rick, man. And I remember, who was it? Cheadle, was it Stevenage, that one of them? Or Dagenham Redbridge? But yeah, man. Good team, man. Peter, he's a good coach.
Peter's a good coach, man.
Good coach. But yeah, yo, Counter Tap podcast with myself, Daps.
No Spence, but Lamin. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry guys, we didn't release an episode last week. Not going to mention whose fault that was.
Yeah, puncture.
Mm-mm.
And then garage.
Mm-mm.
And I got my little boy back.
Oh, see, you can't use that as an excuse.
No, well, my missus and my little boy back now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, man, but
buzzing, I'm over the moon.
wait a minute. I don't think you've mentioned on the pod that you got a boy, you know.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Whoops.
Like, is it like knowledge? Like,
No, I haven't. I still ain't really put anything out, but
Yeah.
you know,
If you listen to the pod, you hear
if you
it.
listen to the pod,
Yeah,
you'll know enough, innit? Do you know what I mean? I've mentioned it a couple of times. But, hey, he's a unit, you know.
Is it?
He's chunky, bro.
When are you getting flipping Wickham need a player?
Hey, that's what you did, man.
It's funny because when you played, I chatted to Bradley Johnson the other day,
Yeah,
and they literally just played Wickham last week,
yeah.
and they lost.
About him.
So-
What's he doing?
Mad.
Does he need a move?
No.
Ooh.
He's yeah.
Nah, he's
He's on
right.
contract extra year.
Oh, he's just got extension, huh?
Yeah, just got an extension this year.
Oh, wicked.
So he's there next season as well. Blackburn ain't doing too well right now. But
Are they not? I thought he was doing all right.
no, they were. But
Are they
they've
falling off?
Have they fallen off?
I'm serious.
Yeah, have they fallen off? And it's so funny because obviously I've had a lot of Blackburn players on the podcast.
Yeah.
I get all of their tweets. Like they keep getting at me. Oh, Daps, man, have a word with these players and. blah,
Oh,
blah,
what?
blah,
The
blah.
fans in it?
Yeah, yeah. They call this a Blackburn podcast, isn't it? So, but
Might as well.
yeah, but we'll see anyway. What happens with them? But yeah, don't look too good. But yeah, guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that. What's there to what's been happening?
Bro.
Obviously, Arsenal yesterday.
Yeah,
It was bad. It was bad.
Do you know what? I was actually wanting to do this podcast before they played. Because
Okay.
I just knew it was Liverpool, innit?
To be honest,
I just knew it was going to be
it's not
flames.
even the fact that we lost to Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's the manner, bruv.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying.
It goes to show like,
Abject, bruv.
the levels, like, and you know what I don't like? All of a sudden, people are talking about Arteta again.
Yeah.
He's not the one, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, Gary Neville said something during commentary.
Yeah.
He said, "This match is probably just confirming to Arteta what
What he's got.
he knows
Yeah.
about the squad,
Yeah.
like where they need
What he's
to go
got.
thing in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
transfer window." And
Do you reckon it's him?
No.
So do you think if Emery was there, Emery would be 10th? Because I had this conversation and I'm not sure he would be.
No, probably not. He probably wouldn't be 10th. But I don't think he'd been much better. I think
The
position.
thing is, I don't think he would have looked
think-
better,
do you
but
know
I
what
think
it is?
positionally he would have been higher up.
The thing is, yeah,
But it's what do you take, innit?
if we win 2 extra games, let's say we'd won 2 extra games, we'd be 5th or something like that. 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's why, in regards to
It's
position,
hard. It's hard to
because
gauge.
it's so-
with me. It's
yeah,
tight.
I think he's a more experienced manager. I think with the way things have gone,
Yeah.
like he coming straight after Wenger. You know, if Arteta came in straight after Wenger,
He would have got crucified, bro.
he would have been finished.
He would've
He
got-
wouldn't have lasted
Yeah.
6-7 months of the job.
I say crucified. No pun intended after Easter weekend.
Yeah, none whatsoever. But
Praises up to the
I
Most
think
High.
right now we're in a position where the squad looks like it's got that little bit more quality than Emery had in regards to it being settled as well.
Yeah.
I think he's doing the best he can, but the squad, we've been saying for time, squad's not good enough.
Yeah, but, it's
still,
not. In fairness, it's not a
but still,
10th, 11th place squad.
no, but that's what I'm trying to say. But still, even though it's not good enough, it's good enough to be doing better in the league.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do think there's just certain key players that need to be, like the key areas that need to be addressed. Number one, as well, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
I saw talk that Chelsea and Liverpool are keeping tabs on Odegaard.
That wouldn't surprise me though.
No, but then after the match, Klopp and Odegaard were chatting in the centre circle.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I was thinking,
Just
to
thinking,
myself,
please
listen,
don't.
Klopp, relax, move away.
Fall off, innit?
Yeah, because
Do you
I'm
know
not
why?
gonna lie.
Because do you know what it is? Because Odegaard, to be fair, Madrid have kind of. I choose my words carefully because it's Real Madrid, but they've not really given him an opportunity, you know?
No,
Like,
they
ever.
haven't.
And they've kind of mugged him.
Oh no, he had a little bit of opportunity.
Yeah,
When he came
yeah,
back
but-
from loan,
yeah,
I think
but-
Zidane's just not happening.
It's just not happening for him. So, listen, people have seen him come to the English league. They've seen him come to England, and they've seen glimpses of his quality. Yeah, and he isn't. The good thing about him is that he's not the kind of player that he needs to. You can allow him to be. You can allow him to work off his quality rather than try to bring him in. Was that?
Kicks are sick.
Like these? You know, old, you know, about 3 or 4.
Yeah, sick.
But yeah, I normally bring them out in the winter. I was walking my little boy today, so my feet were cold, bro. But no, stuck these on. Job done. But yeah, people have seen the little moments and they've seen what he potentially could do in a strong team. Bro, imagine in a strong team where he's got everything popping, just pop. Or you're getting to him 1 or 2 phases. You're creating something all the time.
And the
Mate,
thing is,
it'd be scary, bro.
as good as, because he looks happy at Arsenal, I'm not gonna lie to you. But as happy
Yeah,
as
he
he
does.
is,
He does.
and as well as he's playing,
Yeah.
if Liverpool come in for him,
No, he's gone.
he's gone. Now, why would you pick?
Why would you pick Arsenal over Liverpool?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. No, Chelsea one's a bit weirder. I'm not sure I'd pick them because I don't know. But they'd probably put him on the wing or something. But Liverpool, yeah, you'd go in a heartbeat.
and they need that player.
Yeah, they do badly. Actually, they need
And the thing about
creativity.
him,
I think they're gonna go to a diamond. You know who was it talking? Was it
Yeah,
Loon
I saw they did that.
talking about saying they're like an inverted diamond kind of thing?
Mm.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go to a more pronounced diamond, and I think you can see it with the way Jota, Salah, and Mane play.
Mm.
Yeah,
like Jota is just.
I did say best buy of the season. No, but did I say it, Daps? I said it.
Mm.
I said it. Best buy. I said it. I told people. People don't listen. So, yeah, I think I think he's gonna change how they do things next year. I think he's gonna change it.
But
So
yeah,
I think he knows he needs to retain more football, and he knows that you can't just this kind of rock and roll up and down
because other
style
teams
ain't running.
aren't. It's not having the same
Impact.
effect.
Yeah. You need to
As-
roll
as
with the
it once
times,
did.
innit?
But yeah, what the heck is that? Can you see? Oh, it's a shadow. I thought it's that kind of thing. But yeah, man, that game yesterday was awful, man. It was awful. I'm not yesterday. It wasn't yesterday. It was Saturday, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 touches in the opposition box we had.
It's bad.
Do you know what I mean? That from front to back, it was just bad.
Do you know what I don't like about Arsenal at the minute? There's you can't have so many good players on a pitch and just it be so flat.
Yeah, but do you know what it is as well? Yeah,
I don't know if that's a player thing, you know. I mean, obviously, no. Before I get,
I hear you.
I think it might be, but okay. Someone said to me, because I'll be honest, I stopped watching it. Yeah, I did. I stopped. I said, this is mad.
I was with my boys. I've literally just.
I was like, this is.
I wasn't really paying
This is
attention.
crazy. So, I understand what he's done with Aubameyang, and to be fair, Laka's done well in that sort of most advanced forward position. Yeah, we don't probably have the team where you can play them off each other. Yeah, as like a two. Yeah, we probably don't have the structure around us where you could do that. Yeah, but you do need to find a way to lopside one side of the pitch to give Aubameyang more license just to stay forward. Because against the Liverpool team, don't get me wrong, it didn't help that who got injured. Was it Tierney got injured? That doesn't help you. But you need to the best form of, and I think it was Pep who said this, the best form of attack. So the best form of defense is attack. Yeah, with Trent knowing he's up against a striker instead of he's up against somebody who's gonna maybe try to run him the other way or whatever.
I'm gonna do
all it does. It just goes like this.
Yeah,
just wave after wave after wave after wave after wave.
Like,
and Trent was aggressive. In fairness, whereas Thingy, obviously, Bamo is not.
Yeah, he ain't really. Yeah, so I think with us, it was just like I'm seeing Holding in defence, and I'll say this again. I'm not really having Chambers. I'm not really. Yeah, I took my pills to.
Yeah, I took this morning. It's madness.
But yeah, I'm not really having Chambers.
Yeah,
and the thing is, I like Chambers. Chambers is technically, he's so good.
Yeah,
but he lacks any sort of physical attribute. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to bring in the pace and power thing, but he's got zero pace, no power. Like, he's not a physically, do you know what I mean? He's not dynamic like that. But technically, he's sick.
Very, very sound.
Yeah, he's good. So I'm all right with him being like a squad player.
Yeah.
But a game against Liverpool, you're coming up against Chambers. Robertson gonna have a field day with him. Mane have a field day with him. Do you get, how mad it is where I'm talking about our fullbacks and I'm talking about their fullbacks having a field day. That's how much the game has changed.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
But
do you know what though? What side would you rather them have a field day on?
Tinnies.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh no, because Trent's on that side, isn't it? Yeah, no.
I'd rather. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why you would lopside it.
I was looking at in regards to
Arsenal
defensively.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you would lopside it. You would kind of give up the right, but just have maybe bodies there. And then, but give these guys on the left-hand side, which would be Liverpool's right-hand side, a problem.
Yeah. To be honest, I just think Arsenal have this thing where we're all good when it comes to teams on almost like our level, or the teams that we should be beating. When our confidence is up, we look better.
Yeah, we
look better than them. Like even against West Ham, that second half, it's like raw. But it's just like there's this mental thing with them as well, where I feel like when it comes to the bigger teams, Arsenal don't have a plan B. So it's like,
who's to blame for that?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Arsenal don't have a plan B in regards to, like, they're gonna go out and play their game. If they see that their game's not working, their heads just drop.
The switch up is
there's no switch up.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
like,
not there.
So their heads just drop, and it's just like, oh, so you mean to tell me that no matter how we play, they're just gonna be better than us?
Yeah, so cool.
We're just gonna
park it up.
Yeah, and and that's where Arteta, he needs to
do something different, bro.
And change certain things. Do you get what I'm saying? And
I was listening to something that Troops and that was saying. Well, I don't often listen to them a lot, but I ain't gonna lie. He's been calling for Arteta for a minute because he's saying he don't trust the process. And do you know what? After that game, I think, and this is where I don't know what it is, because even Arteta on the side, did you notice how he was on the side?
He didn't have the answers.
Hey, bruv, he looked at, but not just didn't have the answers, but he looked. Sometimes you can tell. Okay, their team's better than mine, but you can tell the gaffer's up for it. It's weird. He looked like a shell.
No, the thing, but Neville was saying he's this is a game where he's taken a long hard look at his boys, at the team, and just thought, raw. Like this is just confirming a lot of things. Do you want to take that?
Come on. Actually, nah. We'll finish.
Yeah.
So this is a deal right here, but go. No, it actually is.
Shout out Lamin, Agent Lambs.
Actually,
but no.
Neville was saying what?
Neville was saying that he just didn't have like, it's just confirming a lot of stuff that he thought about his team. Like he looked, and he had that look because
He did, didn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Because when Neville was saying that, I was
sucked,
looking
man.
like thinking,
Pause.
he just doesn't. He doesn't even know like what to do with these players. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we took off Sabias, brought it on any.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really the sub you want to do.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, Cedric comes in on left back, but because he's a right-footed player,
It's weird.
he's always gonna come back and whatever.
Balance is just off.
Yeah, it's just we need a permanent.
Do you know what I think he should have done in that game?
We need a permanent centre back partner for Gabriel.
I think we should have. I think that's the one game you should have went 5 at the back or 3 at the back and then the 5 in the middle.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
That's what I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you'd want to. I'd fancy Tierney against Trent.
But the thing is, yeah, I don't know what it is, but they're just so reluctant in this day and age to just stick 2 men up top. Because I was looking at that Liverpool defence thinking...
Yeah. Go at them, innit?
Thinking...
Get at them.
Them 2 centre-backs...
Get at them. That's what I kept saying to myself. Get at them.
But bruh, all I was thinking is, these 2 centre-backs, we're going to get a chance. A little bit of football in and around the box. We're going to get me. But it just was not happening.
What happened?
Do you get what I'm saying? We're kicking the ball up. And Liverpool were aggressive with their press. They were aggressive with being high up the pitch.
Yeah, their lines were good.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Lines were good, yeah.
Anyway, that's that. I'm not here to say...
Loon's going to be happy, innit?
Yeah, of course it is. I'm not here to say that Arsenal are that they need to get rid of Arteta just because of that match. But it's these are all learning curves, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? But I do honestly feel
you believe in the process. Though,
I do.
Daps. Are you trusting the process though?
I don't care about the
Let's
process.
go.
I don't care. Fam, this process, do you know what it is? Shall I tell you where people try to get me in the headlock with that one?
Go on.
It's like you either have to be Arteta in or Arteta out. You can't just be...
and it's not right.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
I just want Arsenal to do better.
Yeah, I know.
If he's the man to do it, then cool. But while he's here,
yeah, let's support him, innit?
I want him to do. To do good. Does that mean he's above criticism? 100% not. Because at Liverpool, he got it all wrong.
Yeah.
There's no plan B. That's down to him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not here to say that to doing that, but I do think even if we have Arteta next season with a couple more, because look, this transfer window, he got a load of players out. Now it's about seeing what he brings in. Do you get what I'm saying? So I do think that next season will be much better under him because he'd have another season in the bank. Yeah, because it's his first full season in management.
Yeah, it is actually.
His
First
first
full
management.
season.
So, and I think our team, when you look at our team on paper, like we've got the Odegaards, we've got the Emerson.
The names are there.
I just want to say it's criminal that Arsenal have to rely on the teenagers.
Well, I was going to ask you something next.
It's
you're
criminal.
Right. It's a joke.
That without Smith Rowe
and without Saka, it just looks weird. The whole thing looks off.
Like but there's no There's no.
It's what I'm saying. There's no energy,
and it's not fair on them.
No,
it's not fair on them. They shouldn't have to do.
I mean, they're in a great position. Obviously, from the side of the table that I be talking to the club, they're in a phenomenal position.
100%.
Right,
but it's actually a mad thing because at their age they should just be able to.
You shouldn't be carrying a football club.
Just play football.
You shouldn't be carrying.
But they're carrying them, and they make other people better. Odegaard when he's on the pitch bubbles.
Yeah.
When Saka and the man are there,
but that's what I'm saying. That's energy though. Bro. So, do you know what I was going to ask you? I was going to ask you a question there before obviously we move on to the next thing. But I was just going to say, what level of player should Arsenal be looking at? Because you just made a good point about Arteta. You've got to look at what he brings in. Mm-hmm. I know what he's going to try to bring in. We haven't got, in my opinion, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near it.
Do you know what I think?
So, what level of player?
And I've always said this, when people are looking at a transfer window, I always said, listen, we have to be real with the type of player we're getting in. We have to be realistic. So, even with... So, when they'll talk... There was a lot of talk about... who's the one from Norwich again?
Cantwell.
No. Buendia. I like Buendia.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's not the level.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's not the level. No, but people like Buendia. But at the same time, we're not going to go out there and get an absolute mad world-class player. 100% not. What we should do are get the young players coming through who have a real like an Odegaard. Yeah. One that maybe a big club don't want.
Yeah, or can't accommodate.
Yeah. And then get them in.
And then do that bit of business that
100%. So even like right back, Hakimi is there.
Yeah, but what's his situation?
I think Inter can't afford to pay because he's on loan from Madrid.
Oh, yeah, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
they didn't buy him.
No, but they can't afford
They can't afford to release.
So
to release him.
apparently he's going to be available.
Yeah, but available in what sense? Though? Available as in available to buy, or available as in literally Bosman?
No,
Because he must have another year. Or
No,
two left.
he's available.
So he's
to buy.
available in terms of his surplus to
But
requirements.
I'm going to throw something out there to you. Yeah,
Go on.
should Arsenal look at Aguero?
I think they should.
Mm.
But the problem you've got though,
The injuries.
yes, because
Yeah.
it could come and just be a nonsense.
Yeah,
And you can't. Do you know what? It's mad because Aguero's had a really hard year this year. Yeah, but the problem is that he will come on a hefty amount of money.
and not only that, you know when you get these players who they've done it all, now they're on the back end of their career.
He's on.
It's hard to the
What's
injuries.
the motivation?
Injuries that you might have played with before.
You
he's
ain't
like,
gonna
"Nah,
play. Yeah,
not having it."
I'm hurt. You know
Yeah,
what I mean, and so
Mm.
in a sense, if you got a motivated Kun Aguero, 150% take
Mm.
the opportunity, right? Even if it's not a thing where you can't. Obviously, it's
Because
people
he
have.
wants to stay in England, so I heard Chelsea after him.
Well, the thing is that it depends. Man, let me tell you something. Man United would do that. Would do that deal, yeah, but they would do it really, really smartly.
Yeah.
Right? Man United will go. Do you know what? We'll take you, but we'll take you on a pay as you play.
Mm.
Right? And in fairness, for anyone that actually wants to play football, you want to do something. Okay, cool. So if I'm fit, you're going to play me. No problem. All right. do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal don't seem to have that same confidence about their negotiations.
Yeah.
And we should be able to do that. We should be able to say to Aguero, do you know what? We're trying to fire us back to top spot. You want to stay in England. Come down to London. Manchester. London's nicer than Manchester. Come down to London. Do you know what I mean? But is there that presence and that confidence with the likes of Daps and the likes of Edu to be able to even have that thought process? To be honest, someone like Arteta potentially should look at Aguero because he's worked with him. So he should say, do you know what? Cool. This is the situation I'm in, I need more firepower. This is how I want to play.
I think we need to like the young players that we have in the team right now. We need we need a centre midfielder who isn't a young one, I don't think, but someone next to
Need a
Partey.
bit of experience.
A bit of experience about them. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone that could just come in and I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Someone like a Højbjerg.
I told you about him.
We need someone like Odegaard. And the reason
How
I say
Tottenham
that is
did that? How Tottenham did that
not,
under
not
everyone's nose?
someone who is over the world in that.
Do you know what it is?
Cosmo, but it's just they bring that mentality.
Do you know what it is? Højbjerg, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is similar. You get these kind of players once, maybe every 3 or 4 years. Yeah, very understated, goes under the radar, do a hell of a job for their club. Kante was like that, gone on to big things. And Didi is like that.
Shall I tell you who reminds me?
Yeah.
You're gonna think I'm mad when I say this.
Go on.
Petit.
Yeah, but is that football player?
Mm.
He's one of those, yeah, who does a dirty job neatly. Yeah, but he does a job that the way he does it, he drives you. He drives you as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Do
He
you
brings
see what
that
I'm saying?
mentality.
He brings that
mentality with him.
Højbjerg, he had to. I think I watched a game he played on in the season. He's bleeding at his shin. Someone studded him. He had to come off, and the guy came up to him and said, "Sorry." He was like, "No, it's fine."
Oh, Brentford.
Yeah. The silver, innit?
Yeah.
Right, and he said, "No, it's cool." Like because
He just gets on with it.
there's a difference upstairs, bruv. So for me, there's players like
Shall I
the
tell you like
Kantes
that,
and Didis, Højbjergs. Those players. So Højbjerg in the right team is a world level player, and I'm not even gonna beat around the bush when I say that, because if you look at the fundamentals, put Højbjerg at Chelsea, you see something completely. You just see a
It
different.
reminds
footballer.
me of there's the similar impact of Van Bommel.
Mark Van Bommel, yeah,
Van Bommel, even like a De Jong.
but he's better than Van Bommel. De Jong's a footballer, bro. Nigel De Jong, player.
No, I don't know if he's better than Van Bommel though.
No, he probably is.
People don't credit Van Bommel.
No, they don't.
People
but
don't give Van Bommel the credit.
Yeah, but
they just look at him for
because
kicking
he's
man up.
an idiot. Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
Annoying. He's a pest, innit?
But he's
Mark Van Bommel was a 6'2" pest.
yeah, bruv.
Pest.
But yeah, no, but that's the level of play. So if I couldn't name names right now because that's why they've got scouts. But
yeah.
we're not going to get a world-class player. We just need to get someone through the door who's just going to just come with the mentality because we've got the basics.
Yeah. We've got the fundamentals.
Yeah, in regards to attacking, but again, if we need a good centre-back partner.
Yeah.
Someone who...
Do you know who almost would have been perfect?
Yeah.
We're not in a million years going to get him. He's completely happy where he is.
Stones.
Someone like a Tielemans.
Oh, yeah.
What a player he
Because
is.
he's young, but he's experienced.
What a player he is,
Young,
though.
Fam, I said this from...
What a player he is.
Go back on this podcast. You see when Leicester got him?
No, I remember you were gassed about him.
I said,
what a player. How has that happened?
How has no one clocked onto Tielemans?
How has that happened?
But I think he's got... Next year, we'll probably... You know what? They'll be lucky to keep hold of him this year.
This season, yeah.
But next year, will definitely, I think, will be the last thing because he's too good.
He's what?
He's too good.
What a player.
He walks as that Belgian team as well.
Yeah.
And he looks...
And he looks like he belongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good. So that's the level.
That's the level
so the
of
young player.
A player coming up, great, got loads about them potentially, but a player that you have to be comfortable giving him a slow burn in the sense of you're going to throw him in, but you're not going to kill him.
Yeah.
And I think Arsenal do that too. Arsenal don't do a good job of that. You throw a player in and they just they feel like they're just exposed. They're not protected. Whereas Leicester with Tielemans is you can see he's played a lot of games.
Yeah.
But they seem to be, I don't know, maybe it's not the same intensity in terms of scrutiny on the player, but they just seem to be a lot more protection. At Arsenal, you seem to be thrown in and everyone expects you to be world level and you're not.
I like Ndidi a lot, so but we won't be able to avoid him.
Ndidi's a player, mate.
Imagine Ndidi and Partey.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of player you need.
That's like Chelsea of
I've got a player for Arsenal.
That's like Chelsea of we'll get to.
One called Lewis Dubry. I've got a player for Arsenal.
Is he related to Michael Dubry?
He actually is.
Is he?
Yeah, he actually is. He actually is.
Does he play like Michael Dubry?
No, he's a centre midfielder.
So he's better.
Yeah, better football player. But obviously, Michael Dubry got to the top of it.
Yeah,
but this boy's at Shrewsbury.
But yeah, man. But that's Arsenal anyway. Chelsea.
Wow.
Blood.
Wow.
I don't care if they have 10 men, yeah.
No, you don't fall apart that way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You can't. You can't.
My man, what's his name? Tuchel tried to say, it will change after the sending off.
No, it definitely changed after sending off.
Yeah, but that doesn't do that.
You shouldn't make it change to that level.
In fairness, it was 5 good shots.
I'm not gonna lie. The finishes were.
That's what I'm saying. And 5 good goals.
No, but even before that,
the argument is, how'd you give them so many opportunities?
Can we talk about one of the goals? Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
Which goal?
The football one. For Big Sam team. Tick, 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 tick.
And Callum Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different.
No, but see that finish though.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't think people realise the level of that finish.
No, it was high quality.
Oh my gosh, like
high quality.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like that's been coming to Chelsea though. I feel like it's been coming to Chelsea because it's been too
much their own way.
And but the football's been very boring and safe.
Yeah.
It's been very boring and safe, and that's not a too cool thing. And
do you know what? That just probably goes to show that when it opens up, if you can open them and you can make it free flowing, kind of end to end, soak up a little bit of pressure, hit them on the counter, shout out counter attack.
Shout out every time.
You know, you can get at them.
Do you know what's so bad? I feel like, you know, a lot of people. I've got a friend, yeah. He says he don't watch football anymore. It's like, bruv, what's this? You'll be watching for 90 minutes and it ends 0-0. Like, you'll be watching 90 minutes and it ends 1-0.
Yeah.
Like, where the goals? They just want goals.
Yeah,
like, and I always say to him, bruv, football, like...
It's chess, innit?
He can't watch it. And then it just goes to show, when matches open up, like the West Brom match, he loved it.
Oh, he was watching, yeah.
He loved it. Yeah, but like, when it opens up, managers are scared of that.
Yeah.
You see like Mourinho, yeah? Mourinho, he'd much rather... Like, I can see why he does that.
Yeah.
Because when it opens up and he loses...
It's just a madness.
It's long, and it's a results business. You don't have time. It's not like before where you can open it and your job will be safe.
Yeah.
Get me? The only ones that get away with that now, that's probably Leeds. But I think the moment Leeds results start going like that...
They start losing into it.
Yeah, that's gonna go, innit? But Chelsea, when they got the man sent off, it just opened up and West Brom had their tails up. And ain't it mad how confidence just changes?
Just changes everything, yeah.
And just makes you look like a whole new team.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, Pereira is and I like him a lot.
I like him. I like Diani as well.
You like him?
Yeah, I do, man. He's a pest.
Yeah, he's a pest. But
he's a throwback.
I think Carlin Grant is like
different.
Yeah, no, but
he's
a
throwback.
Carlin
no, I prefer Carlin Grant. I think Carlin Grant's quality.
He doesn't do enough.
I actually think Carlin Grant is quality. Carlin Grant's got the ability he's got the ability to move to another team within the Prem, and he's got ability to be a Premiership footballer.
Bro,
He's got the ability to do
This is
it.
gonna sound mad, yeah.
But Diani, I ain't gonna lie. There's something about him. I just like the fact he does the obvious things really well. And he does the
I hear
basic
that.
things.
I
He
hear
does
that.
the things that you think, why don't you do that?
I hear
He just
that,
does it.
but-
I like that.
When you look at Carlin,
Mm.
Carlin has a goal in him.
Yeah, go for
Like,
it
yeah.
consistently.
That goal for it, and that's something that you can't teach.
But he ain't realise it though. This is the thing.
Okay,
This is the thing. He ain't realised it
This is what I'm gonna get onto Carlin.
Yeah.
So, and I hope you don't hear this. But if he hears it. But like, Carlin, as good as he is,
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how good he is.
He probably, I can see what you're saying.
I think he knows he could score goals.
Yeah, but you
But-
don't think he's
I don't think he's come into it like, nah,
that
I'm
belief.
stepping on this pitch
Yeah,
and I'm bagging.
yeah, yeah.
Because with his ability
Mm.
and his knack for scoring goals,
he's
'cause that's the
just-
hardest thing to teach.
Yeah, agreed.
And he's got that.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel like West Brom should definitely. I don't know if he's injured. If he's not injured or not, then I don't know what it is. But he should definitely be getting more game time because in that game yesterday,
It's a Big Sam team though.
this is the thing. This is the thing.
He ain't gonna play, bruv. He actually ain't. And the irony is, he should, but he ain't gonna play.
Mm.
And if he would only play if they played a Turnham style football match, like a Turnham style game, but they don't. They play. We'll get up the pitch quickly. No, but it's true, isn't it? They play. We'll get up the pitch quickly. We'll play it. We'll play the long one, not a long ball, but a long pass. We'll play the long pass one. We'll get up the pitch quickly, and it's not going to be we're going to turn them. It's more of a thing where we're going to get up there, compete, and we're going to play in their half. Do you know what I mean? So with Sam's thing, it's a little bit different, man. It's a little bit different. He ain't in a Sam Allardyce team. It's difficult, bruv. It's really difficult. It's really hard. So I think I'll be honest, they're going down.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
100%.
But if Sam's there next season, he's got to be linking up. Well, I can't say. Obviously, I can say it. Obviously, I'm a fan. I'm not.
I swear to give
don't
him
know
a deal to the end of the season.
Who Allardyce?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But bruv, stranger things have happened.
He ain't getting back up.
You don't. If you listen, if they give Allardyce that team in the Championship, yeah, and they give him a summer to recruit and all this other shit, mate.
But West Brom ain't notoriously they don't recruit like with money like that.
No, but this is my point. Sam, I don't think Sam needs to buy big. I don't think he's that kind of player. I mean, I don't think he's that kind of manager. Where's he really spent loads and loads of money? Where he's been, he hasn't really done that. He hasn't really done that. He just gets a style. He gets the players for the style. Gets everyone else out who can't play the style, and then he goes
It's
up.
so
and that's it.
crazy that when you look at who he is,
Yeah.
it's so crazy that they actually gave that style of manager the England job.
Bruv,
Ain't it mad? They actually gave that style of manager the England
Do you
job.
know what,
Forget the
though?
fact
But
that he
that-
messed it up.
Do you know what? That is weird. It's good and it's bad. It shows that England shouldn't be like a autocratic situation where they only promote one kind of manager. No. Hear me out.
Okay.
I'm not saying I agree with the appointment because I never did, but it does also show that there maybe is flexibility in how England can do stuff. Because I think, to be honest with you, we were used to the same old shit for too long, and. You know, obviously they went different when they went abroad and got Sven and then they got Capello and this and the other. But you can't just stick to the, all respect to Roy, but to the Roy Hodgsons, to the Southgates and people like that. You know, someone like the Redknapp should have had a chance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Redknapp's not he plays better football than Allardyce, but he's a salt of the earth kind of guy like Spence. Do you know what I'm saying? He's working class dude. So they something does need to kind of.
I hear that.
It's good
but
that there's difference.
I feel
do
like
you know
you
what
also have to look at your current crop. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean? Yeah, the
I
right
think-
manager for the group.
I think like
Not the other way around.
I think Harry had
Right.
like the
Harry
golden
had-
generation.
Listen, that would have been perfect for him.
If he had the golden generation
Perfect
kind of team,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But when you look at this current crop, you need a manager that's got a bit of
Sure.
inventiveness about them.
I detest that. Shout out Andy Cole for saying you can't call it a golden generation. They win nothing.
I hear that. For real.
Andy Cole.
For
Andy
real.
Cole.
Oh.
Andy Cole gets the ball, scores a goal. Andy Cole. Love it. Love Andy.
Yeah, so you know what? Funny enough, off the topic very quickly.
Yeah.
In fact, let me try to play this. I tried to do this the other day with the Tom Huddleston thing and it didn't come out on the thing. Is that Bluetooth connected?
The light is on. I have no idea which one it is. This one.
Oh, I just realised why it didn't thingy the other day.
This one was just
Why
trying.
it didn't clock. Why it didn't connect.
Yeah.
Because I've got that in my house, so I'm trying to connect to my door in my house. No, I don't want that one. Press the
Andy Cole gets the ball, scores a
press
goal.
that.
Andy Cole.
Is it the blue button? Is there a Bluetooth button there?
There is it's very lit.
Press it. Okay. Press it. What's it? Here he is.
What a goal.
Okay.
By Andy Cole.
And it's up. Okay, cool. Oh no, do I need this shit? I do need this.
What are you trying to play?
I'm gonna play something. I saved it. I've got to find it as well. Just while we're talking about England.
Andy Cole. What a player.
Okay. How do I get there? Is it here? Likes. Okay, this is what Roy Hodgson was saying. Why?
Teams that win at junior level means you'll have a team that wins at senior level, unless, of course, all the players continue to come through. Now, that isn't the case. That is quite often not the case, because the very best ones will always jump over the under-21s, always. You know, the Fodens of the world, the Sterlings of the world. Rashford was played in. You know, during my time, I could name off the top of my head 5 or 6 players who went straight into the first team squad, having hardly played an under-21 game. Do we want to win under-21 tournaments, or do we want to win senior tournaments? Now, you'll answer both. But if some compromise has got to be made, and you think that to win our senior matches and qualify for tournaments, we need some of these under-21 players to make us good enough, then I think most people would agree, well, that's the priority, that's where they should play. And then you go back to the argument, you know, you develop winning habits. Well, I think the players that we're talking about at this level, they're getting that every week in their club teams. I'm afraid if I was England national team manager, I would be saying, no, I want the best players in my team, and your team is there to provide the best players for us.
All right, so cool.
It's a good, okay.
This is basically the talk. Sorry, we're going off a bit off topic here, but I wanted to bring this up. This is
messed up my biff.
This is a little bit of Roy Hodgson saying about the under-21s. That because obviously they're out.
Shambles.
Yeah, they're out of the.
Yeah, but that's not because they ain't got good. That's not because.
Yeah, no. But it's a conversation that happened because someone posed a question saying, the players that, you know, they could have had in that tournament, some of them weren't available.
Yeah, that's bullshit as well.
Because of
they're in the first team.
Yeah, because they're in the first team. I mean, first and foremost, AD's not good enough.
Bruv.
No. Okay, we get that. That's first and foremost. But I do feel, because when you look at some of the players, how can I put this? The experience gained from going to those under-21 tournaments and winning or competing to that level is priceless. You just look at some of the generations some of the teams who have won the senior tournaments, and you look at how
the core of the group, they won something before.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So
Spain.
Spain. I get in Germany. So the thing is, a lot of these players, they just come together at, you know, senior level and whatever. But I do feel that some of these players, did you really need them for these qualifiers that you had? So did you really need Bellingham?
Yeah.
You're telling me Jude Bellingham couldn't have gone with the under-21s?
Yeah, he could have.
You're telling me, like, even...
No, but... Okay, go on. Let me let you finish.
No. There are certain players who are just undeniable. Like, they should be... The best players should always be pushed up. 100%. But there has to be a level of, like, wait a minute. No,
how much game time are they getting?
Yeah, you go with the under-21. You get more experience going away with the under-21s at these major tournaments than you do going to play against San Marino.
Do you know what my thing is? My thing about that is that as much as I understand with Roy, I agree with him. I don't think if Jude Bellingham went to 21s, I don't think he'd play.
You don't think he'll play for 21s?
No. I don't think AD would play him. Sounds mad. It sounds mad. Yeah, no. I don't think he would play him. And part of the problem is that he's right. You want to bring a group through that play together. Germany's a really good example in recent times. Spain's a good example in recent time. A number of them has won stuff at young levels together. But the problem that you've got, is that if you're for example, okay, look at the amount of players that could have played in that 21s.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so someone like Jadon Sancho, for example, could play in the 21s.
Okay,
Yeah?
but
Someone
when you
like
get to a certain
no.
level,
But don't forget, he weren't even picked really. He didn't play in this qualifier, did he?
Mhm.
I don't think did he even make the squad. I can't remember.
No, is he injured or something?
But the point I'm trying to make is this, right? You wouldn't necessarily pick the Fodens and this and the other. You don't need. My point is probably layered in two ways. I don't think you need the very top players to play in that 21s group. Yeah, that is the first thing. Foden don't need to play 21s, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, he don't.
They don't need to do it. Yeah. Just because in his position and at his club, he's doing it on such a good level. Why does he need to play England on 21s? Do you know what I mean? But the other point is that they don't need to have great players in that group. You just need to be led the right way. Because
I hear that,
bro, this 21's debacle thing, this nonsense.
It's so funny
that
hearing
happened
you
there.
talk about this because obviously you deal with younger players.
It hurts though.
So-
It hurts because it's one of them where you think to yourself, like, people like Curtis Jones and that, and everyone keeps banging on about him and Eze, but it's mad. How do they play Premier League football week in, week out? But you don't. But as a 21 manager, you
believe
don't
Eze.
pick them.
I can't believe Eze
Like,
wasn't
what are
picked.
you doing?
Yeah, I think that is actually criminal.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
I think that's criminal. Like these are players who
They're playing first team football against the
Yeah.
players who are playing in the England first team
yeah,
week in, week out,
but
turning out performances.
a lot of the players who are playing in and amongst the 21s, they're in the lesser leagues. They're in there, even in their under 23s.
This is what I'm trying to
They're
say.
in- even under
But,
23s.
but this is my point. So the argument is not the first team are taking all the players. No, they're not. The argument is
no.
the argument
First and
is
foremost,
the group you've got pick the right players.
first and foremost, the manager AD. But I'm not gonna lie, I said it from the last tournament.
Yeah.
He should have been gone.
He shouldn't
I
have had a
couldn't
job.
believe he still had a job. And
Yeah.
all now, no, has he left now?
No, he's still there. Still
Yeah,
in Garen to throw him out.
Oh, is it?
That's what he said. And he hasn't been sacked. I haven't seen him. Where it says he's been
Like,
sacked.
I can't see that going on for much longer because
Listen, get Jason Ewell a job. Get a manager.
he's just been made.
Yeah, I don't care. Get him in the job. Get a manager.
First team coach.
Get a manager. Get a coach who reflects how you want the first team to play. How can you have Gareth Southgate and under him you've got AD?
No.
Completely different.
No,
They're
listen,
so dumb.
I get
what?
it. No, I get it. He should have been gone. But I still do think that it's not every day, like, rush. Like, these are important matches.
Bruv.
It's not every day rush players past the under 21s where they can get that more experience and more game time.
But the thing
and
is,
just have them. Okay, no.
I believe
I'm
you.
not talking about the Fodens.
No, I know you.
Because them man there will always play.
Yeah,
I'm not
talking
saying
about the
just-
Bellinghams, for example. Someone
Yeah,
who's just
like a
busting,
Bellingham.
just
Get me.
bust in. Why has the first team got to take him? And I agree with you.
And there's nothing wrong
I
with
agree with
even if you had first team games,
Yeah,
go back and play for the for the under 23.
and in fairness, Milner did that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think you could have. I think they definitely missed that. But that's not an excuse. That's a separate conversation.
Yeah.
England under 21s doing badly against. I mean, in that tournament
Croatia
is literally just
Switzerland.
because
Switzerland.
of-
All due respect.
of the management
Poland,
or whatever.
man.
Because when I heard that Eze wasn't playing,
Bruv, Eze and Jones not playing is just like
it's ridiculous. It's
What?
ridiculous.
One's in the
And-
Premier League,
And these are guys that. So Curtis Jones, for example, he plays regularly for Liverpool, and
Best
not,
team-
and not
best
only
team in
does he
the
play regularly for Liverpool,
contributes
he contributes
really well.
massively.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? In big games,
madness.
but he can't play.
But you can't play with 21s.
He can't play.
You're
for
telling me
Liverpool.
there's another
Yeah.
21s in his position in the country that's better than him? How? Eze, who's dominated Championship, come to the Premier League,
Yeah,
and in
well,
fairness
he's not
to
out of
him,
place. He's not out of place.
he's not out of place, and I don't think he's really got going yet.
No, yeah, of course not.
Do you see what I'm saying? And he's playing week in, week out for Crystal Palace, who's like it or lump it, strong Premier League side. When I say strong, they're good to strong, but they're an accomplished Premier League team,
Yeah,
and he's doing well.
I think.
Like, how does this work, man?
Yeah, I
That's
think.
what I'm saying. They need to review. No one. Even if you took 5 players out, they shouldn't. That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, under no circumstances
Callum Hudson-Odoi up front,
should you ever have.
and Ketia. What?
Under no circumstances should you ever have an under 21s team where you get people who are playing week in, week out in the top leagues for big clubs
Big clubs.
on the bench.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Curtis Jones on the bench.
How's Curtis Jones on the bench?
Eze on the bench. And the thing is, Eze in most Premier League clubs,
We'll play.
will play. He'll play.
Can you
Curtis Jones, most Premier League clubs,
We'll play.
will play. But
you're
under
not good.
21 tournament,
Fucking out
you
your
put
mind.
them on the bench.
No, it's someone. That's what I said.
But then, if I say,
there needs to be inquiry in it.
but then if I say AD Buford, and I'm not one, you know me, I'm not one saying managers need to go and whatever,
Yeah,
but
he's not the right.
he's
for
not
that
the
group.
one.
He's not right for that group.
he's not the one.
He's not right for that
The
group.
last tournament showed it. This tournament has shown it again. He's not the one, and they need to just.
You're telling me
keep that
he's the prime person in the country to bring young players through. I don't remember him bringing young players through at his clubs. So how is he the guy? You know, he might be a great person, great psychological guy and all that, but how is he the best person to bring young players through at the world level? Because that's what it's nationals, isn't it?
Yeah.
You telling me he's the best in the country at that? Nah, man. England have missed the trick, mate. Get Betsy in there. Yeah? Get fucking Jason Ewell. Get people who want to work with players at that level, not who are just managers who are at first teams that are dropping down. That don't make sense. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. Get a production guy, man. This is what I'm saying. This is where England will fuck it up, you know. I'm telling you, they'll fuck it up. They will fuck up this grace period that they've got, where you've got the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi and Foden's group that's won this World Cup at under 18s or 19s or whatever it is. They'll fuck it up. The longer they keep people in the wrong management, you watch. They'll win. They'll win. They'll win nothing.
Yeah. It's stuff like
They'll win nothing.
what they did with the under 21s. When you get players like Eze who can go and play for
It's a
Nigeria,
joke.
they can go and play for
Just
Nigeria.
open him up.
Listen, go and play for Nigeria.
Listen, just leave.
Because you know what? In Nigeria right now, he'll play first team football.
Of course.
He'll play for the first team
Of
and
course.
will start.
And he'll start. Yeah.
And he'll start.
Of course.
Get me? Listen. And if that don't show them,
And Eze is one of many.
I'm telling you, if that don't show them what it could really be like,
Yeah.
then boy. But
Do you know what it is though? You must think to yourself, obviously these players can't talk about it, yeah? I can imagine for them, they must be in their own quiet moments, in their own private conversation, they must be like, this is so dead. That's what they must be like, what the fuck? Like what has gone? Again, obviously I'm not in it, and I'm not going to claim that I've talked to anyone or I know anything like that. But you must think to yourself, they must come in. They know about each other.
Yeah.
So Eze knows about Curtis Jones. Jones knows about, you know, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Do you know what I mean? They know about Eddie and Ketia. Do you know what I mean? You know about these players because it's not like they're secrets. Do you see what I'm saying? But then to come to a situation and then you got a boy like what's the lad's name? Nonny, who's come from was at Tottenham, then Palace. Now he's at PSV Eindhoven. He's a Nigerian English.
Oh,
I can't
no,
say
no,
his
no,
name.
I know his name. I know his name.
Madweki or something?
No, I know his
Can't say his
name.
name. Nonny. That's what they call him, Nonny.
No, but he's that sure.
Well, him. Yeah. He must come and just think, this is dead.
Hey, do you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
No, I don't think you do.
Go on.
I'm literally taking like a hard left.
Yeah, go on.
But you just mentioned that player, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's now gone abroad, yeah?
Yeah.
Should England be worried, yeah, as a whole? And this is something, because you're in that world.
Yeah. Where more players leave.
A lot of the young players are jumping ship and going
good.
abroad from early.
Yeah, good. And it's good for them.
And do you know what's funny? Because normally, over the years, we've seen like the youngest Brazilian ones or something.
It's the opposite.
They leave
Everyone
and
else
go.
goes, isn't it? Yeah.
The youngest talent in all these countries.
Yeah.
And they come to England.
Yeah.
But England couldn't get them for a long time
Yeah.
because of like paperwork and stuff like that.
Mm.
Whereas now, you're seeing other countries
So
looking
many other countries
at
poaching.
England
England for talent.
and
Yeah.
they're just going.
Yeah, going. And they
I heard
should.
about that one that Reading plays for Reading.
Yeah, left back.
And no, I don't think it's left back.
It's
And
gone to Bayern Munich.
yeah, Bayern was it left back.
Left back. Yeah.
And Bayern Munich won him.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's done. It's gone in the summer.
oh, it's done.
Done.
Rubber.
Gone in the summer, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
It's mad, isn't it?
it's like, but then these are players who,
At least this is what I heard, obviously. Innit?
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
they could say it's off. Who knows? You know what I
but
mean?
these are players who will struggle to not struggle to find a club, but they're not really appreciated like that over here.
No, not
But like the young ones here, because it's so business like based here and it's so results driven. I always say that the overall eye for quality gets missed sometimes.
Listen, if I'm English, if I'm an English player today, yeah, and I'm not, I need to be 5 miles from my house kind of guy, yeah, I'd be going overseas. I'd be,
Yeah.
and I can tell you where the places you should go in order to really get
It was
the
like
experience.
just like Germany
and the exposure.
is
100%.
big.
But the right places in
Mm.
Germany. Do you know where everyone else is kind of overlooking? Because people think it's already just a market that's, it's even
Holland.
not quite. They think the Dutch market is a bit soft because it's like, oh, we don't have many great teams, but they think it's over. They think it's overly technical, and people are worried that they'll go to Holland and get exposed, which is why not a lot of players do. But you see that market there, mate, the Dutch and the German market all day long. I'd be literally going, I'll take that offer. Take that offer.
Because
Do you know what I mean?
I think
Belgium, France, and that.
I think a lot of the clubs here, they want you to not even want you, but they'll make you stay in under 23 football to your
This
23,
Listen,
24. Do you get what I'm saying? And
it's
then
a joke.
And then even like you'd struggle to get the club that you deserve.
It's a joke.
But then clubs abroad can see it so easily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know how many games, before Brexit, do you know how many games you'd go to? And there'd be people from like all over Europe. And I'm talking even Friday night games, Thursday night games. Do you know how many games?
Do you think we can get Jamal on the pod?
Yeah, of course.
I think we could.
Yeah. Call him now. Yeah,
Should we call him?
100%. 100%. He'll come.
Shall I call him?
Yeah, go on. You can ring him. Say to him, Jammer, you're going to put him on the spot right now.
No, I'm not going to be a coming on the pod. I'm going to congratulate him.
All right, go on. Yeah, bring him up.
Let me congratulate
Bring
him.
him up.
But yeah, no, it's actually that. Should England be worried though that a lot of their young talent is leaving?
I think so.
I mean, are leaving.
I don't think worried. I think if some of these young talent, like there's a boy who I think his name's Jamal as well. I can't say his name. Masuala. He's half German, half English. He's chosen to play for Germany.
Oh, is it?
He's at Bayern now, yeah.
Oh, the
Good player.
17-year-old.
Yeah,
Or
good
18.
player.
He just had a new contract as
Yeah,
well.
good player.
Centre midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's chosen to play for Germany.
Oh yeah, he was eligible. He was playing here.
Yeah, he's at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then imagine that Bayern.
Went back to Germany, moved back to his family. Born in Germany to English and German parents. Moved to England, played for Chelsea, moved back. Now he's doing his stuff.
What's his number in the group, bro?
Who, Jamal?
Yeah.
I got Jamal's number.
Yeah, what is it in the group, bro? But yeah, anyway, do you think that's going to change in the next? You know what? I don't think
It all works in cycles, right?
I don't think that England have the. How can I put this? Because with England, a lot of it in terms of talent and scouting has always just been external to England. I don't think they even know how to even look within. Do you know what I mean?
It's hard, man. I think people are judging against the best, and there's a really strong undercurrent of good players. You remember when Eddie came on? Eddie Manelli. Is it Mulligan? Manelli. Eddie
Oh, the QPR one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember where he mentioned at that time? He said there's a lot of good English
Yeah,
players
he said
coming
it.
through. Do you remember he said that? Shout out Ed. He said there's a lot of English players coming through, and he said, but the problem is that they need to be out playing and getting opportunities. And I remember he referenced Casey Palmer. Yeah? Because obviously he was at Chelsea, innit?
Yeah.
And he said that's a lad there who's ready to play in the first team. And obviously he's doing his thing at Bristol, but he's a kind of player. But this is what I'm saying again. It depends on where you see your future and your career, and obviously the people that are supporting around players. Because for me, he's playing Championship, doing well in the Championship. You know, Bristol do well and come up. Yeah, all right, great. It's unlikely. They're a good Championship team.
That's what I'm saying. If he
Do you
went
know what I mean?
abroad, fam, it's mad.
But that's what I'm saying. But you
It's
have to.
mad.
The thing
But-
is, you have to have the mentality to go abroad, though.
But do you know,
You have to have-
I hear that.
Because it's a shift. It's a
I hear
complete
that.
shift.
But also, because obviously, when I was abroad, it gets to a point where it's like you got. Where do you see home?
Yeah.
Where do you see
Those
home?
questions become real.
And
English people always see home back. Have you noticed how many people who've come from overseas who've settled here though? And this is their
no, but my thing was that I was never going to settle in Nigeria.
yeah.
I was never going to settle anywhere but other than England. So it's like, okay, my family and friends are here now. This is where I now want to be.
Yeah.
Like, a great example of this, I saw the other day, yeah, Bostock. John Bostock,
Player.
yeah.
What a player he was.
Fam, he's at Doncaster.
Yeah, I know. What a player he was. But he went to America though, innit?
No, but he still is a good player.
Yeah.
And John Bostock should never, in my opinion, be playing for Doncaster.
They're not a bad team though. They play
It's League One.
I know it's League One.
Bostock should not be playing
It's
League
a
One.
championship football player.
Yeah, is he at best?
Yeah.
I mean, not
At
at worst.
worst.
Like the minimum
Yeah.
he should be playing is Championship football.
Mm.
I think if you get enough football and the right manager in and around him, he can definitely play Premier League.
Yeah, he's
football.
got quality.
Do you get what I'm saying? But like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, if John Bostock goes abroad now,
Mm.
he could get a top flight team abroad. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it's all about, you know, what they value here and,
Do you know what? Let me find this, because there's a lad who, to be fair, he reminds me of
Josh McEachran playing in League One.
Josh.
He's just gone MK Dons.
Let me throw it because there's
But
things.
do you know what? Also, while you're looking,
Yeah.
have you noticed as well? Yeah, before the Premier League was the top division, and then there was a massive drop, between Premier League and Championship.
Yeah.
Now Championship has players, like good players.
Yeah.
But now they're filtering down even more. So now, like I just said, you got the John Bostocks now. You got the Josh McEachrans there.
Yeah.
You got the what do you call it? Who's this guy who's left now? Nubile or whoever. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you got all of the Sunderland like players. Like the clubs are massive. Like now, little by little, you're just getting quality throughout. It's going to be so much like it's going to be way harder to actually get out of those leagues now. And
Yeah. And you're seeing that now because if you look at the top teams, to be fair, even in League One, League Two's a bit still. I think League Two's hard. It's a slog, isn't it? It's difficult, innit? But if you look at the top teams in League One, bro, the top teams, there's some big teams in that League One. League One,
Of course.
There's some big, but I'm talking about big football clubs. So
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
Who said it? I had someone on the podcast. I don't know who it was, but they were saying the difference with things now is that you notice the size of the clubs.
massive.
You're going to like Sunderland and
It's a League One,
them places.
massive.
Yeah,
Club.
like you're
50,000 a week and that
definitely noticing.
when people are back in the stadium and that. Do you know what I mean? The boy I was talking about is Charlie Colcott. Don't know if you remember Charlie Colcott. Played for Chelsea. Now he's at Östersund.
No, I don't know.
Mate, some player.
Blackburn is in.
Do you know what I mean? So, bruv, there's a shift, man. I think it's hard though because England's difficult, man. England's difficult. Players need to be willing to. I think you have to be willing to go overseas because you're going to get stuck. I'll be honest. CS23s, yeah. I was told this week that one of my players, yeah, that the club don't potentially see him breaking into the first team in the next year, yeah. And I mean, obviously you don't really have to argue because obviously the club's made their mind up. And don't get me wrong, the boy's an under 18 player anyway. And to be honest, I wasn't overly disappointed because I said, you know what, that's fine. Because I don't see him playing at your first team because your first team they don't. I'll be honest. He'll go to the first team and he'll get stuck there. It's not conducive to his career. He'll have an okay career, but he ain't gonna have the career his ability warrants or his ability deserves. Now we're looking at potentially how we can do something else. Do you know what I mean?
Quickly see if he's available.
Who's that?
I don't want to say his name because
just in case.
It's because I know you don't like to talk.
Just in case.
Yeah, pass it. Just in case you don't think. But I'm gonna get an agent on the phone. You know who it is. You know who I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. So
You gonna tell him you're online now?
I'm gonna tell him I'm live very quickly. But because he's a big boy agent and that, with the big boy players.
No, he's got an opinion as well, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yo, my bro.
Yo, what's happening, bro?
Alright, listen, very quickly. I'm not saying your name, but you're live on the podcast.
Yo.
Yeah, you're live on the podcast, but I'm not going to say who I'm speaking to, yeah? But very quickly, yeah?
You're live with Lam.
Yeah, Lam's on the phone as well.
Alright, what's happening?
What are you saying?
But very quickly, yeah? Is it a scary thing now? Or should England be worried that a load of overseas talent, a load of overseas teams are taking all the younger players? And why do you think that is, if you have an opinion on that?
He's got an opinion.
No, I think it opens the market up and make English-based teams do more. So now they've got to do more for the young players because they know there's an outside threat. Before they were very comfortable in their own skin because they know, well, if you don't play here, you may not play anywhere else and you're done. But now it's like, there's another option. So I think it's good for the market. I don't think English teams should be scared. They need to pull their fingers out their arse and start playing them if they're good enough, not waiting around playing your friends or playing the older guys just because of some false reputation. You know what I mean? Without no results. So I think it's a good thing. I think it helps the market, makes it more competitive, and makes clubs and teams proactive rather than being reactive. You know, you wait until someone else comes in for your player before you want to do it, and especially based on the compensation rules that if someone goes away, it's a really lower. They make less money going abroad than staying in England. You know, so I think it's a good thing.
Okay, and you as an agent, if you got a player, does it make it easier for you knowing that, listen, I can just send this player abroad, you know, and there's a whole new market there as well. And is that something you look to do more often than not, like send them abroad, or do you try to keep them at home?
Yes and no, because there is a very, very strong criteria for a player going abroad. I think it's been over-gassed and accentuated that you could just go abroad. Mate, for you to go abroad, you've got to be of a certain kind of caliber. And
there's nothing easy about it, is it?
Yeah, when you go over there, players get stuck and just come straight back. We've seen, I'm not saying a lot of players gone over there, vanished for 3 years and come back and now playing League 2 or League 1, you know.
I literally said that about John Bostock. He's in League 1 now.
There's even more. There's a few of them. There's the one that was at Arsenal that left, went to Germany, didn't work out for him, came back here, and then there's another one that went to Dortmund as well, same time as that. So it's not as easy as people make out that, oh yeah, just go abroad then, you know. And also, players living abroad is no joke. It is, again, you need to be a certain type of player to be able to go abroad and survive at 17, 18, 19 years old. You know, but like I said, my answer is it opens up everything. It opens up the market, makes it more competitive, because now the English clubs they're not spoiled with talent no more, because people there's an option to go abroad.
Yeah, nah, I get that. Well, love for that. You're the mystery guest for this week.
Don't trick me like that again, though.
Never. That's why I had to quickly put the disclaimer that I'm not going to say your name.
But I can't cut you out.
Yeah. All right, my guy, in a bit.
Take it easy.
It's so funny, because he's not afraid to pull me up.
He's hilarious, man.
He's not afraid to pull me up. Big him up every time. That's the big bro right there, man.
Every time.
But yeah. So that's what he says about it. Is there anything else you want to talk about? This is a quick hour.
No, man.
How long's that been running?
Hour and 2. No, I think we've pretty much covered all bases. I mean, I'd be interested to see what people think about how quick you still are. I think the jury's out on that one.
Oh,
but,
please.
You know,
that one.
Let me not open up the gambit.
I'm not even.
I have people on Twitter calling you out to race you.
Oh no, I'm not even worried about that one. You see that one there? I know like the speed is there.
Oh, okay.
But I'm carrying a bit of timber. A bit. So I lost 3 kg last week.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep
on that trajectory.
Keep it going.
No, I think in all seriousness, I think I think I'd want to know what people want to think of what people say about the 21 thing, because I think that's a good debate. I think the thing is that people will be, if you look past the reactive comments, because there's going to be a lot of people like saying, oh, get AD out, or get a better manager, or whatever, there needs to be a why behind it.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not saying I'm for AD, but I know why I'm not for him. Do you understand? I'm not just like reacting and saying, oh yeah, 21 should be win something because of this. No, there's a specific reason why I believe that there are better options. And like I keep saying, I'm going to keep banging the drum for Jason Yule. I'm going to keep banging it. Yuley, again, I don't know what conversations he's had. I don't know what he's not had. But for me, Kevin Betsy, who does the England I think he does the 17s or 18s.
Yeah.
Football man in and out. Through and through. Yeah. But, you know, obviously, it's his football, and it's a strange world. But that's the kind of, you've got to mirror the first team. You've got to mirror what the first team tried to do. And I don't think AD is the manager to be trying to do what maybe Southgate's trying to do. There's got to be a consistency. You can't have someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi go with the first team and then come with the 21s and it just feels completely different. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a synergy about the way that those two things do things. So you got to do it almost like a 23s and a first team in like a club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously it's whether there's those pillars and those foundations in place. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone talks a good game and talks intelligently, but it's about execution.
Yeah, I've just messaged Jason Yule, but I don't think he's
probably busy, man.
Yeah, and he's one that I can't just be calling just in case he's in the middle. Oh no, Charlton are probably playing right now.
Yeah, they're playing. He's a first team assistant down it. So
Yeah. All right, cool. Never mind that. But yeah, guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing.
do that.
All of that. Let us know what you think in the comments, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it from us. We are out.